Hi there. In today's video, I want to talk about state of mind and state of mind for getting younger. So everybody knows that obviously if you have a younger attitude to things, like you're more bold, you go after things, you learn things, you do new things, you push boundaries, it's much better because it's better for your brain activity. It helps you stay healthier for longer in your brain. And there's the other thing where is if you're too stressed in your daily life, everybody's stressed or everybody gets stressed, obviously, one reason or another. But if you can reduce that stress, then your body and your mind can just be healthier because it can work on the things it needs to work on rather than always putting its attention into this kind of heightened state of stress. So it's very important to try and lower your stress level. I've been doing meditation for many years now, but the past year much more, trying to make it more regular. But something that I've discovered, which is for me proving to be better than meditation, is what I want to talk about today, and that is self-hypnosis. Now, this is probably not something that a lot of people have tried. However, I would really recommend it. I've been doing self-hypnosis actively every day for the last month. Now, hypnosis tends to have a kind of funny reputation because when you think about hypnosis, all you kind of assign the idea of people on stage being told to act like animals, all this kind of silliness. And hypnosis is such a big, interesting world, actually, which is a real therapy for people. So I've started to understand quite a lot about it, and I've started to understand an awful lot about self-hypnosis and the benefits because I've been doing it. Now, with self-hypnosis, what you're really doing is you're putting yourself into a state of a very kind of deepened state of relaxation. You're not going off into some funny world. All you're doing is putting yourself into a deep state of relaxation. And when you're in this deep state of relaxation, then you can give yourself positive suggestions. And what this does, which is really interesting, it's kind of like brain hacking. You're kind of like hacking into your own brain to change things for the better. So brains are very interesting things, and I'm not an expert on brains at all. However, I have got an awful lot of knowledge from watching different things about how it is possible to rewire your brain. It's this thing called neuroplasticity, if you've ever looked at or heard that word. And it just means that you can change the way your brain works in certain areas. So for example, if you want to change your behavior or change a phobia or change feelings, this is all possible if you know how to go in and make these changes. This is something that hypnosis does very well if you've got a trained hypnotherapist that can work with you. For example, a lot of people give up smoking with hypnotherapy, other phobias. It's a very common therapeutic technique. So with self-hypnosis, you can go in and do something quite simple, which is really effective. So what I've been doing, which I want to share, is this self-hypnosis where you basically put yourself into a very deepened state of relaxation, as I mentioned, and then you give yourself affirmations. Now, for example, what I'm doing is I'm trying to work with confidence. It's something I think a lot of people suffer with, lack of confidence in different areas of your life. So I've got two things that I'm trying to focus on: is confidence and trying to live more in the now, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future. As we all know, living in the now is a much better place to be living because it's actually real rather than memories for the past that you can't change. And they don't mean they're going to come back in the future, and things in the future which are just not even happening, they're not even real, they're just imagined. So these are the things that I'm working on. So I'm doing a certain technique, which I can leave a link in the description, and I'd recommend trying it. It's an online course. And it's a very, very simple where I just sit relaxed with no kids around, no interruptions, nothing, in a time where I know I've got maybe 15, 20 minutes of quiet time where I'm not going to be interrupted. I put my headphones on, I listen to meditation music in a very low level, just so I've got something to kind of take away any sort of external noise. And I do this technique and I go into this kind of hypnotic state, which is, for me, everything I've been, a place where I've been wanting to always achieve in meditation, and I've never really been able to achieve it. I've touched upon it many times, and it's kind of that kind of calm, blissful sort of quietness, where you don't have many things going on. Your mind stops going crazy. And I've really found that I can do this with self-hypnosis, with this technique. So what I'm doing is I'm getting into the kind of almost like not a trance, but it's kind of like a trance state of mind where I'm very quiet. I have my eyes closed, and then I'm giving myself positive. Well, I'm giving myself affirmations. So, for example, mine are I want to feel confident, and I want to feel strong, and I want to live in the now. So I'm saying I am confident, I am strong, I'm confident because I am strong, and I'm living in the now. And because I live in the now, I feel more confident. And then you can put a whole few things together, and you string them together in this kind of way. I won't go too much into techniques. It's better that an expert tells you, but it's just to give you an idea. And then by putting these affirmations in my mind many times over during this 15-20 minutes, it's going in. And to explain what I mean by when I say it's going in, if your brain is super powerful. So for example, you do something like you close your eyes and you think about a stressful situation. Maybe you think about one right now, a stressful situation, and you imagine that stressful situation. Your body is going to start to tighten up. You're going to start to feel those feelings of the stress. And so what I'm trying to get at is your brain doesn't actually know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. Sounds crazy, but it's kind of true. So if you can feel those negative feelings and all those horrible feelings just by imagining you're back in a situation or you're in a situation that you don't like, you can do the reverse. You can reverse that and make a positive emotion come from a positive scenario. So if I can give myself a scenario in the head by just giving myself affirmations, I'm saying I'm confident, and then I'm telling my brain in a much deeper level, because it's not just like, it's not standing in front of a mirror and saying, hey, I'm great, I'm positive, I'm this, I'm that. It's not that. That won't work anywhere near as well as what this will work, because this is going so deep, it's talking to your subconscious. All may sound a bit funky, talking to my subconscious. How can I talk to my subconscious? But it's true. I'm going in at a much deeper level where I'm at a more relaxed state, and it's actually affecting the part of my brain that's actually important to affect and to change. So now, this isn't all just stuff that I've just made up. This is stuff I've been trying. So I've been doing this for a month now, and I've been using the affirmations that I've said to you and a few more every day for 15 minutes. And I've got to tell you, I'm feeling very, very good. I'm feeling much more confident with my daily life. I'm on a slightly different level to what I'm usually at. So I feel like I'm just on a level above my usual level, whatever that is. So I feel like I'm able to do more things. I feel like I'm able to go forward and even like make this video. For me, this video, to explain what I'm doing on this video, was something I'm putting myself out, and I'm feeling a bit vulnerable. But to explain this on a video on YouTube, however, I wanted to do that, and I wouldn't have had probably the confidence to just go and do this before, but I do now. And also it's helping me with all the other things that I'm doing, which are super important for getting younger. So it's helping me with my fasting, it's helping me with my cold showers, it's helping me with my exercising. So if you think I'm more confident, I'm stronger, I'm living in the now, so I'm going for it a lot more. I'm fasting without fail, I'm cold showering, and when I'm in the cold shower, I'm feeling stronger, like I can handle it every single day, because obviously a cold shower is a shock to the system every morning. So all these things, and also my exercise. So I'm exercising more, I feel like I'm stronger, because I'm telling myself I'm stronger, I'm trying to lift heavier, I'm trying to push myself more. So combining all these things, it's something that I'm suddenly very, very passionate about, and I'm really encourage people to look into, research a little bit and try. And don't be scared of it, because you're in complete control. You can, if you want to open your eyes, you open your eyes at any moment, because it's you doing it. You're talking to yourself. You're taking yourself into a kind of safe space. And for me, I know, as like anybody, you want results. Every time there's an issue in your life or there's a problem, you may read up on it, you may read an article, you may read different things, and you think, oh yeah, that sounds good, and then you feel good for a moment, and then it doesn't work. So in this case, it does work, because I feel like I really am hacking into my brain and really rewiring my brain. If you look up these things like brain rewiring, you may sound crazy if you've never heard of it, but look it up, because it's such a common thing. You'll see thousands of TED Talks and all sorts, all about actually the idea that it is possible to rewire your brain. Anyway, so I won't go into it too much now. That's pretty much it. But I just would like to recommend it. I would like to recommend that people look into this to help with all sorts of aspects of their life. And the main reason is, as I said at the beginning, is if you can lower your daily stress, then your body can feel healthier, which means it can work on things and repair things in your body, and you will just feel better, which will make you just obviously live longer. Anyway, that's it. So I hope it's helped you, and I hope you can do some research and find out. So if you like this, then please tell me what you think in the comments. I'd really like to hear your thoughts, and especially if you try self-hypnosis, what your experience is. And yeah, remember to like and subscribe if this video is good for you or you like the idea of this channel. And I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.